Gentlemen, does this mean instead of being charged with robbery 1 and T-butt, people will be charged with carjacking and robbery 1 and T-butt?
Gentleman Jefferson.
Mr. Speaker, that is not what it means. It means they will be charged with carjacking if the prosecutor so decides.
Ladyman Jefferson, 42.
Will the gentleman yield to another question?
He will yield.
What is in place to educate law enforcement to monitor and to ensure that people will not be overcharged with 2 or 3 crimes instead of the 1 carjacking?
Gentleman Jefferson, 28.
Mr. Speaker, to my knowledge, there is nothing in place for that.
Ladyman Jefferson, 42.
Thank you. Can I ask the gentleman another question?
He will yield to another question.
Gentlemen, I'm also very concerned about a couple other pieces, and for time's sakes, I won't go through all of the sections. But I do want to talk about section 29, and that is a shopkeeper's privilege. And basically what it says in this section, it says that a person exercising any authority granted in the subsection above, that they may use reasonable amount of force or necessary to protect himself or herself and to protect the escape of a person detained or the loss of goods for sale. Then it continues to go on and it says that that person would be immune from criminal and civil liability for exercising any authority granted under this section. For clarification purposes, does this mean that someone working at a corner store or the store such as Target would be able to chase down, hold, get into a physical altercation with and or detain if they believe someone has stolen an item from a store?
Gentleman Jefferson, 28.
Mr. Speaker, it does not.
Ladyman Jefferson, 42.
Does this mean that the...
Would you like to ask another question?
I'm sorry, can I ask another question?
He will
Thank
yield
you.
Another question.
Does this also mean that the said vigilante would not be liable in a civil or criminal manner if harm was created toward the suspect, even if nothing was taken?
Gentleman Jefferson, 28.
Mr. Speaker, I do not see the word vigilante in the amendment.